What up, my people? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are diving into Indigo by RM, and I gotta say, I'm beyond excited for this one because I have been just coasting by, or better yet, I've just been namjooning through life. I recently learned that expression. I am obsessed with it. I feel like the past few weeks have been very eye-opening, not just from a musical perspective, but also just on life in general, how to enjoy each day, how to enjoy each moment, every second, being present, living in the moment. And I gotta say, Arirang was a great album, but especially living in California, getting to live where the guys lived while they worked on those songs, the atmosphere feels right. Because obviously it was made while they were kind of on the playground that is Los Angeles. And I've been taking some more time the past week or two to enjoy that, making sure I go to the beach more often. I spent last weekend going to Malibu for a day. Can't afford to live out there, but I can definitely afford to drive for the day and spend some time out there. I even casually walked by the Hannah Montana house. I'll add a photo of that. You can't really see it, but that's on a public beach. So proof that you can have the best of both worlds if you want. And anyways, though, I've been just namjooning through life, living, enjoying it, working on this stuff. It's tax season, getting through all that stuff. But anyways, I want to jump straight into Indigo, see what RM was talking about back in 2022, beginning of 2023. So this is Yun.
결국 진리에 살아가야 한다 이게. 우리 도난군대에서는 인간의 이제 그 본질인데 진선미, 진실하다는 진짜하고 착한 선자하고 아름다운 미하고. 근데 내 생각에는 진 하나만 가지면 다 해결되는 거야.
Fuck the trendsetter, I'ma turn back the time far to when I was 9. 좋은 것과 아닌 것밖에 없던 그때, 차라리 그때가 더 인간이었던 듯해. 이쪽 저쪽에서 받았던 손가락질들이 이젠 가야 할 곳이라며 저 산을 가리키지. That's where you belong, or you gon' be alone. If 뭣도 아닌 그 지심들을 고집하면은 팀 빠진 넌 사실 뭣도 아니야. 너는 고속도로서 오솔길로 가려 해. 너는 그냥 내 말 좀 들어. 그러다 다 잃어. 늘 그랬듯 you go with the flow, you get better. Fuck that shit, 애들랑제 lifestyle. 내 나의 자리는 경계선의 pipeline. 여전히 난 허락되지 않는 꿈을 꿔. 아무도 보지 않는 춤을 춰.
You keep the silence for you do something now. Yeah, yeah. You be a human till the death of you down. Yeah, yeah.
I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. 그는 말했지 늘 먼저 사람이 되라. 예술할 생각 말고 놀아. 느껴 he know what it did with the techniques, what it did with the skills, what it did with all the words in your lyrics that you can feel. 나 단순히 말한 진리가 뭔지 몰라. 다만 그저 찾아가는 예우이 나의 속도와 방향일 때. But to me you the fucking contemporary. 여전히 이곳에 살아서 흘러 permanently. 이 모든 경계 위에 선자들에게 반드시 보내야만 했던 나의 밤을 건네. 반짝이는 불꽃은 언젠가 땅으로. 카이사르의 것은 카이사르로. 시커멓게 탄 심장 죄를 뿌린 그 위에 실을 쓴 내 사선을 오갔던 생과 당신이 마침내 이 땅에 남긴 것들에게 나 역시 그저 좀 더 나은 어른이게.
You keep the silence for you do something now. Yeah, yeah. You be a human till the death of you down. Yeah, yeah.
I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness.
내가 죽기까지 못할 거야. 그렇게 하고 싶은데 안 돼. 그러려면 욕심도 다 버리고 모든 욕심 다 버려. 천진무구한 세계로 들어가야지. 그러니까 나는 그렇게 하고 싶은데 왜 안 되는 거예요. 근데 죽을 때까지 그렇게 해보려고 노력을 해야지. 그게 인간의 목적인
It's a great intro. And that one line he keeps coming back to of essentially saying true beauty and sadness. Now you could see his madness. And so the whole idea portraying a song that is, he wants to become a human first and be honest with himself and live in that silence before he can put his art out there, because what does it matter if the lyrics he's putting out aren't things he actually feels? And a lot of music these days is like that, where it's not relatable. I'm sure that he even looks back on certain songs from BTS's catalog and says that doesn't feel like me, because as we grow and we adjust to society, as we get older, we recognize that choices we made and the people we were aren't who we are today. He felt more human at 9 years old than he does now, because when he was 9, he just lived for the sake of living, versus now he has so much to take into account. And so as you get older, the years kind of merge one by one, and I find it fascinating, the idea that when you're 10 years old, each year of your life was 10% of your life, but now as a 26-year-old, each year of my life is 1/26th of my life. It's a lot less time. And so it kind of feeds into the perception of how time moves quickly. But for someone like him, I mean, he is such a brilliant mind. I'm excited to see where this project goes, because also featuring Erykah Badu, like, he's going to have good sonic selection. I know we have Anderson .Paak on here, so we're going to have a lot of unique taste, people that are very tranquil with their music. But back to that one line that really focuses on the idea of beauty and sadness, and now you know my madness. If he's gonna be honest and be vulnerable and make a product that's beautiful by showing the sadness of who he is, he's gonna have to show how crazy he is to a degree as well, because we all drive ourselves mad. It's a really unique perspective. I love with his projects the way they flow one to the next, so I'm gonna try and keep these limited, but you all know me at this point. If you're new here, you'll see from previous videos or catch on, I yap. But let's keep it rolling. Now we got Still Life with Anderson .Paak.
I'm still alive. Yeah. I'm still alive. Yo. What? Oh, yeah. I'm still alive. Yeah. I'm still alive. Okay. Let's go. Now still alive, but I'm moving. Just live now, going forward. Yeah, 멈추지 않은 정물. 또 비워 나의 꽃을. Give me no name, cause I'm untitled. 계속 전시되는 내 삶. Yeah, 그래도 삶. 아직도 삶 과거는 가버렸고 미래는 모르네 두 갈래 길에서 숨고르네 벗어나고 싶어 이 캠퍼스의 틀 어제와 내일이 내게 들인 그늘 난 그저 담담하게 live earth time 24/7 yeah baby I'm on time 난 그저 오늘을 살아 1분 1초마저 가진 처음을 다 걸어보시 no baby I'm still alive Y'all can lock me in the frame I'm moving Yeah I'm still alive Life is better than the death But I'm moving, just live now, go forward yeah, 멈추지 않은 정물 또 비워 나의 꽃을 I'm still alive But I'm moving, just live now, go forward yeah, 멈추지 않은 정물 Yo, I never stop, baby, let's get it now Earth day's my day one, brother Baby, 난 돈으로 시간을 벌어 걔네 조롱은 듣지만 닉비 버려 꼭 벌어지듯 온라인에 목숨 걸어 Trendsetter, I'm a friend better 이상해질 정도의 going getter 결국 네가 원하는 대로는 되지 않았지 바른 걸 달리 너무 잘 살아내는 내 뜻대로 Living in 한남대로 Look at my 탄탄대로 갈 일이 없어 이제 강남대로 월세는 너 빨리 당장 빵 빼고 What a perfect song, look at your chain Me better do it live, look at my style 오늘을 살아 잡초처럼 그냥 화초처럼 넌 I never stay Oh shit Hey Paak, what's that? You doing know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying, bro Shit happens in life, but you know what happens is what happens. Hey, it's gonna be what's gonna be, bro. You just gotta do your thing. Fuck it, let's go. Yeah, come on. Yes, I'm still alive. Yes, y'all can lock me in the frame. I'm moving. Yeah, I'm still alive. Life is better than the death. I'm proving. Yeah, I'm still alive. But I'm moving. Just live now, go forward. Yeah, 멈추지 않은 정물. 또 비워 나의 꽃을 I'm still alive but I'm moving just live now go forward yeah 멈추지 않은 정물 Yo I never stop baby let's get it now
Dude is such a genius. And I know I'm late to the party. I know I'm very late to the party. I understand all the frustration fans have with the disrespect, or not disrespect, but the lack of respect there is for the group of BTS and RM and all the individual members' solo projects as well. But I think that the timing it's coming. Sooner rather than later, more people are going to start to wake up and realize these things, because I think we're just at a weird point in not only society, but music and everything. Looking at Still Life, the different meanings on this song, the triple, quadruple entendres, everything that's going on, from the visuals and the storyline laid out on the train to getting lost in that moment to still life, that it's just still life, it's the same life you're living, but it's also a still life, and that it's stuck frozen and it's paused between the past and the present and the future. And I don't know how he does it. He makes these such complex subjects so simple that I can't even explain in simple terms what I'm perceiving and picking up on, because only he can do it. Really is brilliant. Again, I do, as somebody who's very obsessed with sound design, I almost find it mesmerizing when there are songs like this where I don't even pay attention to what are the sonic choices that are being made. The storyline, the lyricism, and just the overall combining of the art is so mesmerizing. I couldn't tell you what instrumentation was going on, what drum style. I was just not focused on that. And typically 99 times out of 100 I listen to music, those are the things that my ear focuses on. What are the sounds being used? What sonics are taking place? What's being panned here, there, everywhere? But then there are certain tracks rarely that stand out like this one where you just get lost if you enjoy the vision properly and you live in the moment as he's saying. And so, yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm trying to Namjoon through life more often. I don't know if I'm using that properly, but I'm trying to embrace the moment more often, live in the moment more often, be who I am more often, and just put it out there as well. I encourage everybody to do the same. As you know, this channel is all about kind of amplifying the message that artists give and finding a way to expand upon it, and also leave my own little imprint of what I believe too. Anderson .Paak on there, phenomenal. I love his work. I do think this is a perfect sort of collaboration, and I can't wait to learn more about how this came about. If anyone knows the story of how they ended up collaborating, please drop it in the comments, but I'll be doing research either way on this no matter what, because I find collaborations like these that make a lot of sense. There's usually a deeper story behind them. But from the second it started, I couldn't help but just smile, enjoy the moment, relate to the idea of him sitting on the train, kind of working on his own music, getting lost in life in that moment elsewhere, but also being present, like, oh, coming back to reality of, oh, I'm just on the train. We all daydream. We all have moments we get lost. And yeah, it's still life. Now we got All Day.
Okay. 요즘 광고는 똑같아. 일단은 즐겨라 내 맘대로. 멋진 옷을 입은 멋진 춤추는 이들 밖은 몸치가 더 많네. 그저 습관이든 I don't care. 알지 그런 놈들이 더 두께요. 사실 몸은 아무것도 아니야. 막 믿어무지 그래 내가 날 모르는. 꺼져 인공지능 fuck the algorithm. 사색이 필요해 fuck all the rhythm. 사유할 틈을 안 주는 내 바이오리듬. 언제쯤 써보게 될까 나만의 신은. 살아남느라 잊혀진 dream에 너도 한낱쯤 별이 돼버린 묻혀진 뭔가를 찾고 있다면 Honey it tastes like me. Okay, okay, okay. I'm digging all day. Okay, okay, yeah. I'm finding real me. Okay, okay, let's go. I'm sending all day. Okay, okay, yeah, right, let's go. All day. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All day. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All day. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All day. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
이게 무슨 분위기야 What we doing here 전부 제자리 수밖에 죄다 줄리길 They want you in fear 이 습감이 생각을 말해 어서 접어 origami They got you by your balls and your social economics That's big facts 특색을 밟아버린 think tanks 식어버린 개인의 impact 더 큰 불을 지펴 네 인생은 big match Burn it up 뭘 겁이 나 Get your ass off the bench start warming up We gotta fight when they say behave We got dynamite in our DNA I'ma be okay I'ma be that way 눈부릅 두고 알아서 잘 지낼게 Haters 어서 눈 감아 내 인생 꼴 보기 싫으면 원래 꿈 같은 일은 눈 뜨고 보기 힘들어 You feel me?
Okay, okay.
I'm fighting all day
Okay, okay, yeah.
Get out of my way
Okay, okay, let's go.
I'm living my way
Okay, okay, yeah, right, let's go.
all day
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
all day
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, 세상에 온 너를 비우는 것 같을까 세상이 뭐라고 말해도 우리나라 어른아 You gotta believe it You gotta believe it You gotta believe it You gotta be dreaming You gotta believe it You gotta be feeling We know we fly all day
All right, so that was All Day. I've talked about before, I love when artists can take a minor key and make it positive, or a major key and make it more of a negative subject matter. This was more of a major key with a positive message, but the overall thought process could be taken in a negative way by a lot of people. And he kind of mentions in A Cruel World, like, don't think I'm kind of throwing shade at you. I'm just reminding you you should be more positive. I love that, because I do think that this subject, when you dive into your own head and you start to address the problems you're personally having and your dreams and your aspirations, it's very easy to quickly start addressing the fact that that's a dream and it's not reality, and focus on the negative aspects that's not your life. It's what you would like your life to be. And so it's very easy in those instances to think about the fact that you're not where you want to be. But he takes the approach saying, no. Clear that. Remind yourself that those are the things you want, and just go get them. Just fly all day. Just let go and go chase it. And I think that's part of why he's like woken up a part of my brain, inspiring me to go chase my dreams, because I started this channel to reconnect with music and put my thoughts out there. As I've mentioned, I never expected to learn as much about myself in a short time as I have, but also to be inclined to pursue more of my dreams and more of my goals. I mean, I've worked on music for the past 6 years of my life, putting none of it out there. Aside from maybe like 2 YouTube shorts I've put out of me just doing open verses for fun over a Rose track and a Blackpink song that like were recent. Like those are made in half an hour. And I've been so inclined to reconnect with my love for music and writing and doing those things, because for a long time I felt discouraged, feeling like, you know, the world we live in doesn't appreciate introspective conversation in the first place. So if I wanted to make music, it'd have to be stuff that doesn't feel like me. But discovering artists like RM and BTS and hearing the messaging and communicating with you all in the comments and learning more about your life stories, your dreams, your aspirations, and also your resilience has reminded me that I can accomplish whatever I want as long as I'm truthful with it. The reason I feel that I wake up every day and I'm still inspired to pursue this channel is because I see people getting back to me saying that my words are leaving an impact. And trust me, I know firsthand that if my words can leave an impact amplifying somebody else's music, I can do it with my own as well. And so I feel that after listening to RPWP, I had just like a mental awakening of what am I doing here? And I'm sure you all feel the same way if you're watching these reactions to someone like him, someone like Kim Namjoon. If you're watching a reaction to his music, you have the same thought processes. And I want to remind you all, and I want to amplify the message that if you have dreams, don't just let them be dreams. Chase them. Chase your realities. They are living proof that if you have something you want to go after, go get it. It can be scary. I'm dealing with that all the time. I still have a lot of fears with this stuff. But I'm discovering day by day, the more vulnerable and open I can be, the more authentic I can be, the more success will come my way. We all have weak points or pain points or things we struggle with, of course. But any weakness you have, you can flip and make it a strength and take the alternate perspective. And I think that's kind of what he's addressing on this song. He's talking about the idea with All Day of getting lost in the moment, getting lost in who you are, enjoying your dreams, chasing them all day long, not just part of the day, but chasing all day who you want to be, always making little strides to a better future. And I can't say he's wrong. Let's keep it moving. Now we got Forgetful.
1, 2 어제 일을 찾고 잊어요 난 오늘도 잘 모르는데 어제 나를 찾고 잊어요 나 고작 26인데
Me too, man.
왜 기억하질 못하냐 해요 내 친구들 서운해해요 미안해 생각이 참 많아요 내 메모리가 모자라요 수많은 가시들과 오고야만은 아침과 각자의 방식들로 스스로 마취해가요
공원에 가지 않으면 안 돼요 나 자연의 색이 좋아요 시간 문제예요. 너도 그게 필요할걸요. 어릴 적 풀냄새 기억나요. 꽤나 새삼스러울걸요. 그래요 그냥 잊고 살아요. 여기 모두가 바본걸요. 수많은 가시들과 오고야 많은 아침과 각자의
I love that line.
방식들로 스스로를 마치해가요.
수많은 가시들과 오고야 많은 아침과 각자의 방식들로 스스로를 마치해가요. 나는 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 나나 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 나나.
Alright, so that was Forgetful, and personally, one of the softer, sweeter vibes I've heard from him that takes a little bit of a different approach on his mindset, because a lot of his music focuses on the idea of being very present. And this one takes a slow, more sad approach to, okay, well, you could view the song in a few different ways, I'll preface it. But so to me, I perceive it on the one hand as, yes, it is good to live in the moment and forget the past. But also, if you are always living in the present, yesterday kind of slips away as well. And so I wonder if that's a battle, a struggle he kind of has, because a lot of his music talks about being present, dreaming, chasing his aspirations, being positive. But if you're always focused on the next things you're working towards in your future, it's very easy to wake up one day and be like, where'd the past go? But you could flip the situation and also say the same. If you're always focused on the wrong things, chasing the wrong ideals and the wrong goals, you'll wake up and say, where did the past go? So no matter what, you're kind of going to wake up forgetful, feeling as if you took some anesthesia and you just wiped the slate clean. The morning passes by. You wake up in the morning with goals, and by midday, you're like, holy crap, where'd the morning go? Whether or not you accomplished what you were looking to some degree, you can still look at that world and that perspective in your day and say, where'd it go? It just passed by. Another day, another week, another month, another year. I mean, I think it directly ties to that one line earlier to a degree, where to me, I think maybe even the title of this video will be that I'll pull that exact line, but the idea of beauty and sadness, now you can see his madness. There is so much beauty in the sadder, darker moments of life in that perspective if you can flip the situation. But in order to view all that and really grasp it all, you have to be kind of mad. You have to be kind of crazy. And so for someone like him, an intellect, a genius, who can get lost in the moment, but also feel as if he is lost in that moment, you can't even begin to comprehend what he's dealing with and what he's going through. I think he does such an unreal job with sound design of letting it be clear when he wants you to hear an instrument and also making it very difficult at times. Like when you listen to the soundtrack with Anderson Paak, he's very intentional with when he wants you to hear a sound or when he wants you to get lost in it. And that's beyond difficult to if he's trying to do that, it's working, but it's difficult to even think about how you would execute that. He's one of one. And quickly before we get into Closer, last thing too as well, I just checked, we're on track 5. I feel like I've been listening to like 9 songs just by how deep it's been. This is
내가 그렇게 만만합니까?
내가 그렇게 나쁩니까?
I get a feeling sometimes that I can't get close enough to you. I feel it most in the nighttime, even though that's when I'm closest to you. If I could be under your skin, closer than we've ever been. We'd be closer than we've ever been.
I feel it most of the night time, yeah. Me never on your timeline, yeah. See you always in the limelight, keep me rolling in the deep, yeah. Not a taste, no joke, I don't need it. Don't cease, baby, don't, why you floating? Wanna lock you up on my side, but you run away like fish, yeah. I keep you right next to me, only just in my dream. I see you in red behind, don't wake me up from sleep. I think I'm losing my grip, everything all the pain. Why you showed up in my life like this so sudden, oh God.
closer than we've ever been. You'd be closer than we've ever been.
Come all out of your front block, baby. Set a time, don't wait for nobody. Oh, I bet you lie, baby. But the time gon' stop when you and I make our lips lock, baby. And once again, you made me misplace my pride, baby.
Straight line.
Promise myself never. But you got me doing the same thing all over again. And I make your body do the diddy-diddy-bop, diddy-diddy-bop. How about I show you how I get down, baby girl? Come on, come on and please leave your message after the beep. If falling for us, 이걸로 만족할게. I don't need your touch, 너의 사랑이면 안 돼. Yeah, if that's all we can do, yeah, just looking at you. Let's go, people take two, stay where you are. If that's all we can do, yeah, just looking at you. Let's go, people take two, stay where you are. 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 Stay where you are.
Washing away. Alright, so that was closer. I just took a quick second to try to get like any deeper meaning I could online. I don't usually do that, but I felt that that song portrayed a lot of different messages all in one. So I want to see if there's anything I could find on it to give me more insight, to better vocalize my opinions on it. In terms of the sonics first, that once again ties to the beauty and sadness. And the chords, the progressions, the sound selection for the drums, everything pulls you into this like more of a yearning universe where you just feel like you're longing for something. And that's where I was trying to make sure I understood everything properly, because I do feel like the song portrayed to me the hardships of love. I was trying to understand the visual aspect and perceiving it as, okay, are these people together? Are they not together? And the difficulty that comes with relationships, because not everything is all just sunshine and rainbows. There are hard parts to every single relationship, and life with somebody else should be easy, but life with yourself can be difficult. So bringing somebody else into the fold is going to be difficult too. Now, the perspective I saw online that I loved a lot was the idea that a lot of the video focuses on nighttime, and the idea that you long for somebody most at night. When you're closest, you can have those deep conversations. Whether you're distanced away, you can have phone calls and FaceTimes and talk through deeper things. For some reason, at the end of your day, when you're able to reflect, a lot of times those conversations with others can be the most enriching. And so in terms of the sonics on this project so far and the messaging, it's all extremely cohesive. And we're at that middle point now where he kind of just breaks you down for a second. And truthfully, by slowing me down, I needed to take a second, take a step back and read somebody else's notes, because I'm just kind of lost in the music on this one. The visual messaging captivated me just as much as the artistry of the music, and I think it's meant to in a song like that, where you have the music video starring other people. I think he meant to take you to a different world. It felt more fantasy-esque, and it was brilliant. It was beautiful. I know that's probably a fan favorite, if I had to guess, because that's one of the more movie soundtrack-esque songs, where a lot of these feel like you're taking a deep dive into his artistry, and that one kind of took a step away from him and just put a broader theme out there, which is really cool when an artist is able to kind of portray both of those. A lot of artists are good at one or the other, not necessarily everything in between. And so, yeah, that was closer. We're going to keep going. I'm going to think on that one. Obviously, I'm going to think on all of these. I'm going to go back to it. I plan on doing his first project after this as well, and then reversing the order, not reacting to them in reverse order, but on my own time, replaying them top to bottom, album 1, 2, 3, to kind of see the progression, because I did go in the reverse order this time.
Things change, people change, everything change. Yeah. Things change, people change.
More sonics.
Change. Love change, friends change, everyone change. Yeah. It is no strange. That's the world shade. Yeah. I can't can't believe I loved you once. Fool me once, then fool me twice. Shame on you, yeah, shame on me. Think I lost my sanity. Chemistry we had for sure. Gradually we wanted more. They say you can't fix someone. Seems you got one fits you right. Fuck my interviews and years ago. I'm all different, not that anymore. Fuck that weak, you fuck all those and foes. What is stranger, I don't know this for. Change, people change, everything change. Things change, people change, everything change. Yeah. Love change, friends change, everyone change. No, it's no strange. That's the world shape. Yeah. You gotta admit it. Don't you get it still? Someday a great grief will do come for you. Yeah. And then you're not tall. You can't love someone like I do. That's all I can say to you.
All right, Change Part 2. I wonder if there's a Change Part 1 on the first project or earlier in his career. I'll definitely have to look into that. But speaking on the meaning first, things change, everything changes, you changed, I changed. I talked about earlier how I feel like he's been addressing on this project that he's a different person than he was, while at the same time he's the same. He felt more human at 9 than he does now to a degree, because he's gone on this whole journey he never could have expected. And it's fascinating, especially for me. I'm traveling home tomorrow because my parents just sold my childhood home. And I'm happy for them. I'm happy about the situation, but things change. Life changes. And I've been battling with the idea that I haven't really been home a lot recently. And I was walking on the beach last weekend in Malibu and thinking to myself, as much as I miss my family and friends back home, part of me has also selfishly enjoyed being away because I feel like I'm discovering more of who I am versus who I used to be. Every time I go home, I get dragged back to my old self. And so the timing of now all of this music, and even to my parents selling their home, reminds me that, you know what? Things change. Every day things are going to change. The person I was yesterday isn't who I am today. Now, speaking on Sonics, what I love most is he has it go from gritty to more slow jazz, lo-fi-esque progressions. And I think it's really fascinating when you can take a song in multiple directions. I always say, if a song can be played over just an acoustic guitar, you add elements, it's going to be great, of course. But if it can't be played over just an acoustic guitar, it might not be that special. It may just be the production around it, making it a great piece of art. From a lyrical standpoint, at least a messaging standpoint. So with this, it kind of portrays the idea that this meaning, the message of the song, the way he's even articulating and vocalizing, doesn't matter what type of production you're putting it on, the message will get through to you in a different way. So the first half is more grit, more aggressive, more distorted bassline sort of sound that's just crunchy, and more aggressive on the tone that things change. But then it's more reflective in a positive mindset, laid back of, hey, like, subtly things are going to change, it's all right. And so to me, I think he's breaking down in his brain and letting us all in, saying that's the battle he's having. That's the madness showing again. 1 second, it's anger with things changing. And not necessarily anger, but just more built up frustration or built up tension almost. Not anger, but tension build up. Versus the next, just letting things smoothly flow on and being more carefree. And so the ocean may seem still at certain points, and it's also going to be rocky at certain points. But things change. That's all he's saying. Now we got Lonely.
I'm fucking lonely. 나 혼자 섬에. So fucking lonely. Somebody call me. 잘나는 영화 속에서 담겨져 있어. 싫어 이 호텔 룸에 혼자 떠 있어. 시끄러운 경적 소리 좁아진 방에 눈빛만 감나 내게 갇혔어. I tried a million times to let you go. So many memories are on the floor. And now I hate the cities I don't belong. Just wanna go back home. I'm fucking lonely. 나 혼자 섬에. So fucking lonely. tell you some. 나 모든 게 싫어졌어. Yeah, guess I wasted time. Fuck the text and I hasten. 온종일 유튜브, Netflix 그저 또 phone 속 데이터와 데이터. 매일 아침과 rendezvous. 빨갛게 돌아가는 날 몰랐어. Shot a million stars to let you know. So many trivial thoughts are on the floor. And now I hate the buildings I don't even know. Just wanna go back home. I fucking lonely. 나 혼자 손을. So fucking lonely. Somebody call me. I'm fucking lonely. 나 혼자 손을. So fucking lonely. Somebody lonely.
What up, Santa Monica? All right, so that was Lonely. And as I've mentioned before, I love when songs are able to take more of a positive or negative flip approach and kind of give you both angles. So this video did a great job. I don't believe it was actually one of his videos. I think it was maybe produced by somebody else's, it looks like. I don't know how I ended up clicking on this one. But focusing on the amazing moments of life and everything that's so special and beautiful, but also understanding that somebody even living in those great times could be dealing with a lot of emotional stress on their own, feeling like they're by themselves. When you take as much time as he does to live in the present and think about everything that he thinks about on a regular basis, because he's a very introspective dude. You can see he's very intelligent. He gets lost in his own mind 24/7, it sounds like. He's constantly racing. And as much as he's able to slow things down for us, he's so smart, you best believe that his mind works very quick. He's just perceptive enough to know how to slow things down for the public. And when you are spending that much time in your head, it can be a lonely environment. As much as he puts out all this music and shares a lot of himself, this project's only 30-something minutes long. 30 minutes of a year is not a long time. There's 525,600 minutes. So only 30 of those. That's a very small percent of time that he's putting out there. Obviously, he spends a lot of time working on these songs, but the final body representing what he's feeling every day is a very small percentage. And so he does a really good job letting us in. But it's also important to recognize as a fan that there's a lot more going on, a lot of time alone. And working on music can be a very isolating thing. Now, I know they have the group or the producers they work with, but I feel like someone like him realistically also spends a lot of time on his own working in his own space by himself. Because that can also be, as much as it can be difficult, it can be a safe space. So I love from a sonic standpoint how it's a little more of an uplifting beat where somebody easily could have taken this style of production and made just a more positive, upbeat sort of groove. But he decides to say, no, I'm going to focus on the fact that like I'm lonely and I got a lot going on, a lot of great things taking place. But I'm also a little alone at the same time. And it's okay to feel that way. It's totally fine to have those emotions by yourself as well. Now we got Hectic.
Yesterday was a hard time. There was nothing romantic. If I can just find a reason to keep this endless chasing. Yesterday was a hard day. There was nothing romantic. If I could only imagine. 내가 빠진 추억들 할 말이 없는 사람들에 돌고 도는 liquid talks 하루 더 죽어가는 느낌 밤에 어울린 빅대로 형형한 불빛 난폭한 택시 이젠 지겨워 Not people hate the reason Left born in this blind How should we do this guy? Kept on thinking and I Yesterday was a hard day. There was nothing romantic. If I can just find a reason to keep this endless chase on. Yesterday was a hot day. There was nothing more matter. If I could only imagine, just wanna know the heaven.
Yeah. 어디로 가는지도 모르게 적어 내려갔던 시도 어느덧 걸어온 그 길이 되었네. 지난 기억 속에 더 이상 길을 잃고 싶지 않은 날 좀 구해줘. Make the people talking same shit. Hate the reason got the outspit. If burning is a pain, how should we do this game? Keep on thinking and now
Yesterday was a hot day. There was nothing more matter. If I can just find a reason to keep this endless chase on.
yes, that was active. There was nothing romantic. If I could only imagine, just want another heaven.
Yo, hangover's over. 관능적인 이 도시의 posture. 슬픈 밤 서울을 위한 녹턴. 우린 알면서 또 하루를 놓쳐.
에이, 행복이란 뭘까? 그토록 바래왔던 작은 평화. 마음이 빛바랜 자들을 떠나 마침내 우리가 수놓은 별밤.
꿈을 꾸듯 눈을 감아 지그시 숨을 참아 숨을 추는 사람들의 걸음은 곡선으로 oh, yeah.
흘러가는 걸 붙잡을 수는 없대도
We still love and hate this city, yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, I was just checking on that one too, because I know there were a few lines Olympic Boulevard based in Los Angeles. So I was trying to see, was this made in Los Angeles, or was he more reflecting on the past of time spent there? Because I found the lines really fascinating. I'm actually go look at them real quick. So met the people, hate the reason that they all spit. And so to me, I kind of perceive that as a lot of people that are pursuing music, especially in Los Angeles, a town that's built on entertainment, are doing it for the wrong reasons. And as he's meeting people, he's hating the reasons that they're in this game. There's a lot of phonies out there, a lot of frauds, a lot of fakes who have the wrong intentions, and they do it for money, clout, fame, all that stuff. And that's not why he does it. So I could see that there was a disconnect. And I don't know if the song was maybe made, because I know he mentioned soul, so maybe it was made back home. But to me, I perceived it as him reflecting on the past time, and that there was nothing really loving about that space. It was more just built up tension and messy. And LA is a messy place, so I could definitely relate to this one a lot from a lyrical standpoint. Even from the Sonics, it really resonated, the idea of driving down Olympic. This just feels like a song you coast to. Simple 1-2 on the drums. But again, he's pursuing another lane. Every song, every project I've listened to, him so far, BTS, they all have such different sound selections and choices to display different emotions. And it shows that not only does he think in a complex way, but he is complex because he's letting us in. He's showing us more of who he is internally and rationalizing those thoughts he has. But these are the last two tracks, I believe. Wildflower, and then I think one more.
동경했어 난 그저 화려하게 치고 싶은 날 시작의 전부터 나 상상했었지 그때 웃으며 박수 쳐줄 수 있게 나 소원했어 난 믿었던 게 다 멀어지던 때 이 모든 명예가 이제 멍해가 됐을 때 이 욕심을 제발 걷어가소서 어떤 일이 있어도 오늘을 나로 하게 하소서 Oh every day and every night Persistent pain and criminal mind 내 심장 소리에 잠 못 들던 밤 창밖에 걸은 청승마 조승달 I don't wish me a lovely night 내 분수보다 비대해질 light 저기 날아오르는 풍선을 애쓰지고 다져 물어 대체 지금 너 어때 Where you go where'd you show you where'd you 내 마지막일까 전부 진결이 나 하나 열까지 다 이지그치 끝한 가면은 언제 벗겨질까 예민우 히로 민우 빌런 아무것도 아닌 나 공회전은 반복돼 기억들은 난폭해 난 누워들 판 속에 시선을 던져 하루에 뭘 원했었던 건지 이제 기억이 안 나 얻었다 믿었던 모든 행복은 여자였나 Yeah 하는 거 No matter what's wrong 그게 뭐가 됐건 새벽에 호 자락을 붙잡고 뭔가 토해내는 기억 목소리만 큰 자들의 사회 난 여전히 침묵을 말해 이건 방배와 습관 독담에 모두 오해 편견들의 자게 반갑잖아 너의 행가래 내 두 발이 여기 땅 위에 이름도 없는 꽃과 함께 다시 별에 가시고 소확해 발밑으로 와주고 목적 없는 목적지로 슬픈 줄도 모르고 그림자와 자신으로 하루도 원래 내 것은 아무것도 없었지 And you tell me like gotta be a someone 난 절대 그들처럼 될 수 없음네 그림을 시작은 시 여태껏 날 지켜온 단 하나의 힘과 철 타는 불꽃에서 들꽃으로 손에 내서 영원으로 나의 황량한 들의 나무를 언젠가 나 되돌아가래
저 하늘을 흩어질래 Like a flower, 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 눈부시게 Like a flower, flower, flower,
flower. First off, props to whoever was behind the music video because that was unreal execution on all fronts. Like, that was visually unbelievable. VFX taking place, the shot selection, choosing where to film, beautiful, all of it. The messaging of the track, the idea I have no name, no shame, put that on my grave. Living in the moment that he's just trying to be himself, that the dreams he chased now have him bound by shackles, that who he wanted to be isn't who he necessarily is, and while he's grateful for what he has, he also wishes he could go back to a time to where he had more control, because more control was letting go of control. On all fronts, this has been a beyond moving project. I can't say I'm surprised, because he is, again, as I will continue to say for as long as I speak on anything related to BTS and RM, not only one of the most brilliant musicians I have ever listened to, but brilliant minds. His perspective and viewpoints on the world, the way he is able to simplify complex matters and make the music also to stand out even without the lyrics, is second to none. He is not number two, he is number one. Just brilliant and gifted, and we're very lucky as music lovers, fans, supporters, and just people to have someone like him be their true inner self, putting themselves out there and being vulnerable, because again, it's very difficult to do that. So I commend him for that. Now, looking at the body of work again with Wildflower, before we get into the last song on the project, I feel like he's now laid out the entire picture of the beauty in his madness, all the different progressions, and letting us know that he does have feelings of angst built up, even after self-reflection of, damn, I kind of wish I could go back. And not saying he would choose to do that, because obviously he's grateful, but there are still moments where he's acknowledging, I'm bound to this life. I am chained here. I want to just be in an open field, an open land, in space. And yes, someone like him can go and do those things, but to a degree he can't. The life he has pursued, the avenues, the openness he's given out there, he can to a degree never go back. He can't just walk down the streets of Seoul just living like a normal person. Maybe he could, but I guarantee you there would be people that try and approach him or look, and even just in his mind he'd be lost with the idea of saying, are people watching me? Do I have to look over my shoulder? The level of success he's reached, he is bound to it. He is tied to it. Even if he went to a remote island elsewhere, there'd still be attachments to who he is. And so there's beauty and sadness in the madness that goes on in his mind. This has been a great look into his mind. I honestly don't even know how you can fully appreciate everything he's putting out there if you don't listen cohesively with the body of work combined, because each thought is amazing. They stand out on their own, but when you listen to what he's putting together cohesively as a full project, it's just different. Let's get into number 2 though.
그대 여전은 뒤돌아보지 마. 그 많은 파도 다 지난 뒤에 무수한 만일이 널 괴롭혀도 이젠 네가 널 지켜줄 거야. 그대 여전은 뒤돌아보지 마. 선명히 뒤섞인 기억 뒤에 남은 삶들은 덤처럼 남아 최선을 넌 다했을 뿐이야.
그대여 더는 뒤돌아보지 마. 어느 길이 또 낯이 없을까. 그래 넌 그리 특별하지 않아. 이제 네 말에 울지 I smile that I ain't gotta prove myself, that I ain't the one, that I ain't the shit. 그저 희정이 고프던 어린 아이 이젠 노비정이 더 잘 어울릴 말. 나로 가득 차 터져버린 나의 풍선. 터지고 한 건 그 안은 텅 비어있었단 거. 끝없이 물었네 그냥 흘러도 되는 거야. 속하고 싶지 않던데 속해도 되는 거야. 영원할 것 같은 멜로디. 그래 난 나의 펠리네. 여태껏 배운 건 겨우 한 가지. I'll be forever me. 비련이라 믿었던 그 모든 사고 영겁처럼 길었던 그 모든 밤도 최선을 넌 다했을 뿐이야.
그대 여전은 뒤돌아보지 마. 그 많은 파도 다 지난 뒤에 무수한 만일이 널 괴롭혀도 이젠 네가 널 지켜줄 거야.
그대여 더는 뒤돌아보지 마. 선명히 뒤섞인 기억 뒤에 이 남은 삶들은 돔처럼 남아 최선을 넌 다했을 뿐이야. So no looking back, no looking back, no looking back. Don't look back no more. No looking back, no looking back. 최선을 넌 다했을 뿐이야. So no looking back, no looking back, no looking back. Don't look back no more. No looking back, no looking back. 이제 네가 널 지켜줄 거야.
What a project. I believe that last track is what he was reaching for the entire project, but he has to lay out the blueprint of emotions first. To me, if you just come out right and say, don't look back at the past, somebody will say why. Or better yet, they just won't buy into that. But by showing you fully that he is somebody that still struggles with his past traumas, his past moments, the tornado-esque feel in Wildflower of the pain and the shackles and the choices, he's opening up and saying, I'm still dealing with that. But reminder, at the end of it all, don't look back, just look forward. So even though he's breaking down in this project to you, the fact that life is still life and you can live in the moment and be present and look towards the future and chase your dreams, but you might get there and still feel tied to your past. You might live with traumas, and at night you might stay up feeling closest to somebody even though you're far away. He's breaking down all the different emotions he's feeling to lead you to the final idea of don't look back, live in the present, and chase what you want, chase those dreams. It's beautiful. It's top to bottom, undeniably an amazing project. I'm very late to the party. I'm well aware on all that, but I'm here to stay. His music has altered my perspective on life. As I started this video saying, I have been Namjooning through life recently, living more in the moment, living more in the present, looking back with a different viewpoint. I still look back to who I was, to my past. I still get upset. I still get angry. I still get frustrated. Better yet, not angry. Cutting that word. I get frustrated with not necessarily decisions I made, because those were the best choices I was trying to make. But I get frustrated with how things turned out or went that maybe were out of my control, because as he mentions in this song, and the idea of the past, you can't get lost in it, because if you tried your best and deep down you know that things are out of your control. There's beauty in that. There's an importance to letting go of control. And so just protect yourself moving forward. It's a beautiful message. And it's something I've been thinking about a lot recently. To be honest, I've always had aspirations and dreams that I've wanted to chase, but I've never felt delusional about them. I think a lot of times when you hear people have made it and they become successful, they preach the idea of you have to be delusional, in that anyone around you could think you're crazy for chasing what you want. But if you know deep down you're going to do it, then screw it. Like, that's why you'll feel delusional down the line and you'll say, I was delusional. I've always chased that. I've always chased that mentality, saying, I wish I could just be that way. And I'm not going to lie, it wasn't until I listened to RPWP that I felt that. I woke up the next morning, I didn't touch my phone, I went outside with my dog to take him on a walk in the morning, and I swear the sun just shined extra bright that morning. It was like the sky hit differently. And so I love the idea of don't look back with remorse. Look back with a different mindset of gratitude and gratefulness for you tried your best and you did your best, and now move forward and make adjustments going forward. So don't get me wrong, I'm still nervous. I still have fears. I still have insecurities, but I'm going to do my best to make sure I protect those things and I'm vulnerable in the right ways to continue growing as a person, and recognize that on a project like this, even people who have made it so far in life and have accomplished a lot of their hopes and dreams are still having those battles too. As I mentioned on Arirang, it doesn't matter how old you grow. The person, your conscious, your little voice in your head talking to you, it's never going anywhere. And he mentions that on this project. You're always going to be stuck with you, but you can choose to view it as you're stuck with you, or you can choose to view it as you're blessed to have yourself. You're blessed to have your inner voice speak to you and your beliefs and your goals. And there's always going to be people that get in the way and don't believe or don't buy into what you're doing or make life feel hectic, but find your own reason for doing it. And man, I've been working towards that. I've been working on myself a lot recently. I see a lot of great messaging from you all in the comments reminding me to pursue what I want and to chase my dreams and to feel comfortable. And I appreciate that more than you all know. I want to say forwardly that I do have a very positive outlook right now. And I know it goes up and down. I have a lot of days that are not as easy and a lot of days that are great. But no matter where I go on this journey, I know that's not going to change. So I should just be grateful for the moment I have. I should be grateful for the things I have. I should be grateful for all that I do, and I am grateful. And so with that being said, this was yet again just a special body of work. I am so dumbfounded by the fact that I was missing this for years, but it walked into my life when I needed it most at the right time. I may not have been ready a few years ago had I heard this project back then. For all I know, maybe I have heard some of these songs in passing, but I just didn't know what I was listening to. My life will forever be changed because of this project, RPWP, Arirang, every single project I have listened to from BTS, from Blackpink. The journey I have started, I have been loving. I've loved that you all could join me too. I hope that my words can resonate with some of you in some ways and remind you all that everything I'm saying, I say out loud because for years I kept it inside and I kept it to myself, my beliefs, and vocalizing things, verbalizing how you feel will help you too. So if you are sitting here watching this video saying you have similar beliefs, find a way to speak that out, even if it's just to yourself right now. Just say what you want out loud and start making steps towards it today, because tomorrow you will be so grateful. Just focus on protecting yourself moving forward and taking those steps in the right direction. So yeah, Have a beautiful day. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'm going to keep Namjooning through life. I encourage you to do the same.